Welcome to the Mama's Boys podcast. I'm your host, Omar Yusuf. My fellow host is Silent Mike, also known as Mike Farr. We have merchandise available for Mama's Boys podcast at mamasboyspodcast.com, as well as you can sign up for our Patreon, where we give exclusive bonus episodes and other content on there. You can find that as well on mamasboyspodcast.com. Let's get it, Connor. Yep. What does heartbreak look like? Heartbreak comes in many forms. It could be someone breaking up with you. It could be you losing your job. It could be you finding out that you're lost in life. It could come in many forms, and most often it comes unexpectedly when you least expect it, and that's when it hits you the most. Today was such a day, and that's why this is the first ever edition of Mama's Boys podcast, where we do a midnight ramble, where we're just going to share our thoughts and feelings. After midnight. It's Mama's Boys after midnight.
After dark.
Not gonna lie, we have both had probably 4 drinks in us.
At least 12.
Couple of beers on the pier.
Bursky, show me Bursky.
And we were having a good time. You know, so far Austin has been lovely. Everyone has been genuine. I felt the energy. Stay weird, Austin. I understand and believe what that means. And I feel like a lot of growth has happened between myself and Silent Mike.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we're already great.
Yeah, I felt like we were sky high. You're telling me we need work.
But we belong in Austin.
I like Austin.
Not to live, but Austin's a city with a vibe that we fuck with.
Yeah, we could put a stamp on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we've been podcasting. We're here at the Haunted House. We're talking a lot of different things. We're changing lives. Touching asses, changing lives. Just doing the whole damn thing.
What about the hearts?
Hearts aren't as important as
You're
asses.
not such a heart.
Asses are physical,
what do you think look like?
3D.
Before we get into why your heart's broken,
yeah.
why do you think the heart is the symbol for love?
Because I think people used to associate, rather than the brain in ancient times, the heart is the center of everything. Because if the heart stops, like in battle, if someone stabs your heart or whatnot, once it stops beating, people are sure that you're dead. As opposed to, you could be bludgeoned in the head in ancient times. I could be totally wrong, but actually they have found many deformed skulls, and you know, clubs were used back in the day during warfare, and so people had indents on their skull.
Yeah,
and so you know, if that thing blows open, then you're done. But a lot of people will get hit in the head and they're fine. Whereas your heart, you get stabbed in the heart, you're done.
But I bet you get stabbed in like the guts, you're done.
Yeah, but the heart is a guaranteed kill.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
But I wonder, what if your intestines? What, hypothetically speaking, imagine the emoji game and how different it would be if your guts were the symbol of love. You'd be sending me long and short intestines with fecal matter in them as an emoji when you say goodbye.
Yeah, so I think with the heart, what it is too is that the heart changes rhythm, and so the rhythm's kind of the beat of your body. So when you're excited, your heart beats faster. When you're feeling more sluggish, it beats slower. So kind of
when you look in my eyes, it goes faster,
mm-hmm.
and your guts don't move faster. I don't
you get nauseous, right?
I don't think you poo yourself when you see me, so we don't think intestines.
No, so I think people used to associate even greater importance to the heart,
adrenaline,
maybe even the soul when they talked about that, because they. Again, ancient times, I don't think they didn't open up the skull and experiment with the brain and say like,
Egypt,
if I touch this. Was that?
What the fuck's up with the Egyptians? Those
Egyptians were way ahead.
I think they like cut people up and studied some bodies.
Yeah, well, what they used to do, obviously, when they used to mummify someone, is they used to go up the nose to take out all brain tissue.
But that's not they didn't mummify everybody.
No.
But I think they actually studied bodies.
Yeah, no.
I was studying bodies. They probably just sent that bitch out to the ocean, or didn't even bury him, just left him behind and kept moving.
Well, that's why the Library of Alexandria was so important, because it'd be a center of knowledge, and that's the problem with various civilizations. I've no doubt have made, certain discoveries ahead of their time that then have been lost with time, because either civilization gets conquered, the manuscripts get lost, or just due to infighting and a variety of other things. Maybe someone does discover something good, but then there's a ruling government that doesn't want people to have that technology, and so it doesn't get used. So I have no doubt that, for instance, the Egyptians, various surgeries were being performed all over the world.
I think they're my number 2 favorite peoples.
What's that?
I think they're my number 2 favorite peoples of all time. Probably the Romans.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. One, my ties. And then 2, just, they're fucking sick. Yeah, they're good thinkers. They're kind of a little philosophical, but still some badasses. They walk that line nicely.
Yeah.
Because some like the Renaissance period is cool, but they're a little too philosophical and not as much badasses.
Yeah, well, it's interesting our perspective here in the West because there are a lot of different civilizations. As you said, Egyptians that did some crazy stuff. The Mayans, if you look at also in India, right, where the Bhagavad Gita and a lot of other texts where a lot of things were going on. Siddhartha, right, with this Buddhism. Then we look at Tao in China.
Ancient as shit.
All over.
Tao's cool.
Different things, like just insane, right? The things that have happened in the world.
I wonder if heart emoji or a heart is a universal symbol for love. You think that's worldwide?
Pretty worldwide.
Probably now.
Pretty yeah.
But I guess in the 90s or something wasn't. Because our Valentine's Day and all shit's obviously super commercial and that's super American.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the heart or even let's say 1920. I wonder if 1920, like you said, you think it's ancient, but I don't know if it is.
But I'm sure it is. Think about this, bro.
Yeah, got me.
How we do Christmas with Santa Claus. Like
Santa
Claus was basically Jolly Saint Nick. Coca-Cola. Santa Claus is basically a Coca-Cola invention. The way we know Santa Claus.
Coming down a goddamn chimney. That
Jolly
makes no
guy.
Sense. Mom, you fooled me for so long.
How old is that? Mike, it's less than 100 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, think about that.
It's probably 40s.
And for us right now, we're like, oh, Santa Claus, of course, right?
He's such a staple. He's like a fucking staple.
No.
Fuck that chimney.
Keep that fat guy out of my house.
Yeah, why is he
Keep
coming
that
in here?
diabetes carrying.
Bitch, you fat motherfucker. That's Santa Claus.
That's basically him in a nutshell.
Yeah, why is he eating our cookies and shit?
Why is he immortal? He doesn't even watch his weight.
How is he old though, immortal? That's what. So look.
Oh, how is he old and immortal?
What I feel like immortal things that we see in, I guess, in movies are only real reference. But
I know you're gonna say like Odin. Why is he old?
Yeah, Odin. Yeah, Odin's a god. So like gods can kind of maybe he chooses that, and because he's the wise one, he's the leader. But like in movies, I feel like anyone who's immortal is like 30.
Oh, when they depict it, well, I think they're trying to depict peak physical condition.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what you're telling me I am?
You?
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm at the peak of my physical athleticism, aggressiveness, high octane human athleticism.
Yeah, what I'd say for people watching or listening out there, you may not like this, but this is what peak performance looks like.
Look, bitches.
Yeah.
Open your eyes.
Wow.
Open your Instagram app.
Wow.
Follow us both because Omar's heart got broken basically because of Instagram.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that right now. The Midnight Ramble, the concept is we're going to be even looser with the thoughts. We might say some controversial things, but we're going to keep
fuck
it.
you guys.
Why do you always resort to that?
You said I was allowed to say
yes.
things.
But they are part of our tribe.
Oh, I fuck my tribe.
Okay.
Yeah. Like some Spartan shit, some Roman shit. Like, I love you and I fuck you.
Like when there used to be students and like pupils and teachers, and the teachers would bang the students. Like underage pedophilia on a large scale.
No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I'm not talking like a sexual fuck.
Mind fuck.
I fuck with you.
Oh, you fuck.
Like fuck you.
Yeah.
Like fuck you.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah, you're with me. Yeah, but we're not like touching peepees. Peepees stand on pants.
We're anti-pee-pee touching.
We're fully clothed.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, like a mental fuck.
Yeah.
But not a confused one.
And I mean that's a good segue for me getting mentally fucked. I think. So let me set it up.
Therapy. We need a third person.
I might have PTSD. I might have PTSD. I don't know.
Is that a new?
I mean, I'm self-diagnosing, which is the worst thing you could do. But
that's called Wikipedia or
it's called WebMD.
Yeah.
But basically, it's Friday. We've recorded a ton of podcasts. We've been having a good time. We've been enjoying the dynamic that is Austin. We were bar hopping, having a few brewskis. I bet Mike's cameraman, Con Air, $10 bills that I would be able to beat him in pool. And we actually played 2 games. It was even. We were both just titans of the sport. And so we move on. Again, we're having a good time, bumping beats. Mike danced on the dance floor. Oddly enough, nobody appreciated it except for me.
Why was I the only one? They're playing bangers at a lot of places, like good jams.
They're all fucking losers in there.
And they're just looking around. They're too cool. Do you think people are still too cool at older ages? Like I went through a phase. I think we talked about.
You know what it is, Mike. Honestly, Connor, who I'd love to have on the podcast right now, but that's fine.
He's big time in this. It's cool.
But what I was going to say, he said something where it's a lot of those environments are essentially desperation, sexual desperation that you sense. So all the boys, so this is Austin, and the area that we're in, as people said, is kind of bougie. And so everyone's wearing their fucking polos. They're wearing their khaki shorts that are too short for them, where you see they got no balls. And then they're wearing their Sperry's, and they're all just standing in the corner eyeing the girls. The girls can't dance. They're all doing their thing. And then Mike's just in the middle of the floor,
just having a good
tearing
time,
that ass up, having a good time.
Isn't that what life's about, though? Like I feel like I went through phases. I think I might have spoken on this, but so you're in third grade and you listen to and you do whatever the fuck you want in third grade. Like you're still that kid. Like you just I like this, I don't like this. I don't like mac and cheese, I don't like this. And then you get to like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Probably maybe puberty's involved, but maybe just our social construct where then you're like, if Omar, hypothetically say I hate mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. I'm just kidding. But let's just say I hate mac and cheese. And Omar is my best friend in 7th grade, and he says, "Oh my god, I love mac and cheese." What am I saying? Oh yeah, I love mac and cheese too.
Yeah,
right.
Groupthink.
Yeah. Groupthink and just like too cool for school. Like I really love Ninja Turtles. Yeah. But all of a sudden it's a cartoon. I'm in 7th grade. I'm not supposed to watch cartoons. Oh yeah, dude, Ninja Turtles. What are you, fucking loser? But I love it. But then hopefully at some point, depending on the person, obviously
takes people forever, Mike, and they sometimes never do it.
But I feel around like 17, 18, I was like, fuck it, bro.
I actually think social media in a way has made people conform more.
Yeah, too cool for school still. But these people are like, we're talking about like the 25 to 30 year olds at the bar.
Yeah.
Since 17, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to wear sweatpants to school every day.
But I think that's why we are slightly different. Where for myself, like I've never tried to conform because I actually thought the people that try to conform were the fucking losers. Like in my eyes, because I'm like, you're just rabbits. You know, you're following what everyone else to do. Yeah, it's like a rat race that you're following everyone else. But to keep going with the story.
No one's dancing. I'm fucking having the time of my life.
Time of his life, dancing to ABBA. From there, we hopped to another bar. This bar was called Kung Fu Salon, I think. Kung Fu Saloon in Austin. And so we go there. They have like video games, whatever. And we're having a good time. And then all of a sudden, someone comes up. His name is Nick. Now this, I got to preface before I go on and say, this is a large motherfucker. Like this is a guy that's probably 6'6", 260.
All right, I'm going to bring the reality and alcohol out, but he's probably 6'2", 230.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. Yeah, he's got biceps. Yeah, he's got some biceps. He's bald. He's a little intimidating. He looks like Vin Diesel in his prime.
Yeah, so I see him. He comes up to us.
Nick, when are you listening, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, I know Nick's probably listening. And I said, hey, you want to fight? You want to fuck? Because he comes up to us. He starts talking. He's like, cool. And we get a photo. He's a very nice guy. And his parting words he said out of the blue, he said, hey, like to me, he said, Omar, you look just like you appear on YouTube. But you look so much bigger in person. That's what he said, and I was like, at first, I'm like, oh, that's fine that he said that. Like, obviously, he's just giving Mike a compliment, right?
Well, then, he didn't say you look bad. It wasn't a neg towards you, really.
It wasn't a neg, but I wasn't told I look bigger in person. You were told you look bigger in person. So the lack of a compliment was in and of itself an insult, unintentionally.
So on a scale of 1 to death, how bad did it hurt?
So I started trying to look him up to figure out how I could get him killed.
Oh, okay. So it hurt.
So revenge is a dish best left or best served cold.
Yeah,
so
that
happened, and I could have shrugged that off. Okay, I'm a man. Okay, I move through things.
Yeah,
I've been through things.
Moving on.
And so we move on. We go from there. We're having a good time. We go to another bar. And from that bar, actually this place, they're playing oldie tunes. And once again, there's a lot of people out. Just a lot of people who also can't dance or just spreading good vibes. Good shit's happening. All of a sudden, this is around midnight or whatever, a guy comes up to us. Holy shit, like, Mike, Omar, I need a photo. So I was like, cool.
Yeah, he was real wild.
Yeah,
he was excited.
He was super pumped up. And so we're like, yeah, man, I'd love to take a photo. So we take the photo, we take like 6 photos. And then he turns to me as he's leaving and he says, you look bigger in your videos. And that's it. And then he
didn't say anything to me though.
So and he wasn't trying to, like, it wasn't like a diss.
No.
It was just like a remark. Like,
both of them were kind of just statements.
Yeah, you look bigger in person. You look bigger on YouTube. And it's like, two comments that stabbed me right in the heart. And so right now I'm just trying to reevaluate who I am, what I am, and so if I even give a fuck anymore.
Look, I'm not even trying to be like the good friend to fix this thing. Although I wish
I could. I know I'm a 10.
Look, I could. Right? Yeah, you are inside and out. And I'm not the guy to look. I don't scratch my head unless it itches, and I don't dance unless I hear music. I'm not the one to throw out false compliments. I'm not here to fuck, you know? I mean, I'm here to fuck all you people listening because we fuck with you. But besides that, I'm not here to mess around. And what I'm saying is I spun this the correct way. And what I try to tell Omar is, and this isn't me blowing air up his skirt. This isn't me trying to make him feel better because he's a grown man. He can feel great about himself on his own.
Grown-ass man.
But the fact of the matter is that he takes too good of pictures. So what I'm really good at is taking bad pictures. I've never once had someone tell me, "Wow, Mike, you're small in person," because I look like shit in pictures and video. I don't try to get lighting. I don't know how. I don't know how to pose. I'm 205 pounds of 20% body fat. Man, you know?
100% man.
And so when you see me,
I appreciate you trying to say that, Mike.
But that's just the truth. That is the truth, because my pictures suck. I think I've taken like maybe one picture where I kind of look jacked. Like I take.
You're solid all over. Like you.
But I'm just a bigger dude too. Like 5'8", 5'9", 205 right now. But I was 230. Like that's well above average size human being.
You're bigger than a lot of people that are on YouTube or anything. You don't take the photos to show that, but
I don't know how. I was 180 in high school. Like I was just always big.
But now I'm considering just picking up knitting, maybe writing my memoir, because this is maybe a good time to stop.
Oh, what do you think? People have asked me, probably you too, social media or personal life, like friends.
Yeah.
Well, I don't write a book. No.
Really?
One, I just started reading for the first time since I was 20.
No.
Two, I feel like I think it's cool because I've experienced more in 30 years than a lot of people have experienced in 30 years. So that's why I think I have a platform, podcast, YouTube, for us to share things, right? Because we dive in, right? Whatever it is we do, we dive in and we soak it all up. So we have some experience and hopefully some knowledge, and hopefully I'm semi-entertained to help you guys. But I don't think I've done shit. And I feel like when you write a book, it's because you've done some shit. At least that's my perception of book. Like
it depends on the definition of what type of book you want to
write.
For sure,
I'm not going to write a kid's story.
Yeah.
Because that's what about me or my thoughts.
I won't announce quite what it is, but I've been working for a while on a graphic novel. But that's fictional. You're talking about like a non-fiction.
I think that's what people say when they ask me why I haven't written a book, or like about my philosophies or my thoughts or my experiences. And like when I give a speech, like I went back to my high school and gave a speech on basketball, or at a basketball camp, and my coach just kind of said, the same coach runs the camp who coached me for 4 years, and I coached with him, and he basically just said, just talk about yourself and your experiences. So I started at 8th grade and worked my way to kind of current, and I guess I would get more in depth in the book, but still I still haven't done shit yet. I'm gonna do some shit. You guys just hold on to your seats and buckle up with every seatbelt around you, because we're gonna do some shit. But you know what I mean?
I think that's why the audacity I see of some individuals to try and give motivational or life advice.
Yeah.
Like, you're 20 years old. Yeah. You haven't done shit.
Well, even
mommy and daddy gave you a loan. You haven't had your ass kicked repeatedly trying to do big things, because anyone that truly dreams big has suffered major defeats along the way that form their character.
Or even that, I feel like done multiple things.
Yeah.
Like you and I, or we had a YouTube did well. Okay, now we had Instagram that does well. Okay, now we have a podcast that does well. Okay, we have a couple businesses that do well. There's a couple things that do well, rather than you've done like one thing really good.
And there's like timing. There's a lot of variables.
I don't want to say it's luck. I don't want to say it's luck, but until you've like dove fucking in and done life. Whatever that might be, even like simple things, like you just haven't done those things. Are you the one that should be on that pedestal? And because I think I am my own worst critic for sure, don't think that. And I don't know if it has to do with age, but it definitely has to do with like done some shit. And I don't know what shit is. I don't think I need to solve cancer to write a book, but I think
I say this often, but I think there is a lot of noise out there of people trying to communicate, but without giving significant value or saying anything worth saying. And so I personally wouldn't feel comfortable writing a book unless I'd be 100% satisfied with the end product. I felt it would really contribute to a certain niche or a certain population, or sharing a perspective. Something that I do like reading when we talk about nonfiction, because that whole self-help genre, like we could talk about it, but I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan because a lot of those books are distilling other knowledge from elsewhere in a much more simplified way. And so in a way, not that I feel it's plagiarism.
No, you'd rather go to the source though.
But go to the source.
Go read Machiavelli and figure out what people extract that for yourself. Extract that for yourself.
What I was going to say is what I do like reading is actually autobiographies. I'm a big fan of biographies are fine. Autobiographies, if someone can write or if they can have someone assist in telling their story, where then you see the flow of what they did or what they encountered,
what
and
they're thinking.
And how they overcame and stuff. I think that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. And again, I don't know if it has to do with age or whatever it might be. And like you said, I do agree. There's a lot of noise in every media and platform, and not that all of our shit is fucking gold, because there is time and place for just entertainment. There's time and place for ramble, and that's why we kind of stick to YouTube. You know, YouTube is what it is. Instagram's hopefully for you and I just have fun, make you guys something visual, and this is for us to just think out loud. So not everything here is gonna be a fuck. Yeah, it's not gonna be a fucking golden nugget. That, you know, it's not gonna change your goddamn
Some of
life.
these turds need to be polished. All right, I'm not gonna lie.
Look, we got a lot of turds. Not much polish.
Some might say we're turd burglars.
I don't know what that term means. I think I've heard it in, you know.
I honestly, I could, if I think for 2 seconds.
Like anal sex.
Do you think that's what a turd burglar is?
Yeah, aren't you a turd burglar when you're like, you're stealing my butt?
I don't know. Well, yeah, see, I haven't thought that far. I thought a turd yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm not given the time to think about it. But now I'm thinking about Turd Ferguson, and I'm thinking about Burt Reynolds from SNL, where someone played a character of Burt Reynolds, and he actually just died.
Well, that makes me think of Todd Durkin just because of the name you said.
Okay.
It makes me want to whoop someone's ass, you know?
Okay. That makes me think of Fred Durst, and now I feel like breaking stuff.
Now it makes me think of a sandwich my mom made me with no crust in it, and I love peanut butter jelly sandwiches, but I prefer a toasted peanut butter sandwich, no jelly, no crust. Just one of those days. We got to shout out to our boy Jack Wagner, dude.
Oh,
Versace Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
We'll get you on here. Look, Wags, we're coming, bro. We're coming to LA. We're creating hashtag content. We're gonna just do some shit together. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't even know if you guys listening know who he is, but he's the underground, and we're gonna talk to the underground.
Yeah, no, I respect that.
Like
Ryan shared something, and I laugh. Like, the thing is I don't like when people are trying too hard. I'm like, this is just funny.
He's not trying to take himself too seriously. I think that's one thing you and I can relate to most people. Yeah. Like, even the awesome people we've had here on it that we're talking to, they just don't take themselves too seriously. Like, yeah, we kind of lift some weights. Or even like Kyle. Like, Kyle's a fucking badass. Like, he was in the UFC. He could whoop 99% of the world's ass in fisticuffs, and he just doesn't take himself too seriously. He still wants to laugh. He's joking about anal. He's just joking around, and that's everybody. Hopefully, you and I like to associate with. I think that's one of the highest common threads. Let's pour more threads out here, because I was a hell of a seamstress back in the day.
Really?
Oh, bro, I'll send you my shirt. I'll send you the first shirt I made.
Wow.
By hand. I designed it. I made the pattern. It's pink. It's kind of like Under Armour stretchy. I think you'd be impressed.
I'm impressed right now.
I'm gonna send it.
Okay.
A common thread. Pulling one out. What did I say? What did I just say about that one? Don't take yourself too seriously. Yeah. Common thread. If you're trying to be in our circle, and our circles are you're not gonna be in our real circle. Let's just be honest. Our inner circle's a little inner, but you can be in our middle circle. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Even Dante in Dante's Inferno had several circles of hell. 8, I believe.
You guys can be level 8. You guys can be level 8. No. You're not getting to 1. Another one is not satisfied.
Yeah.
And that can be anything. You can have a 9 to 5. We're not going to judge you for that. But if you're just happy with that 9 to 5 and have nothing else that you're striving in at all, we'd like you to be a little bit free thinker and outer going, more creative than the 9 to 5. You got a string? I'm going to come up with a third eventually.
No.
You got one? No.
Well,
to kick it with us.
Yeah, to kick it with us.
The circle that we hold has these strings. For the people we get along with.
Authenticity. That's a good third. Ambition and authenticity.
I guess the second one is my ambition. Yeah, ambition is my second string. I just didn't know how to say it.
Okay, yeah.
Ambition, I said hunger, not satisfied. Ambition's a better word.
Okay, ambition and then authenticity.
Yeah, but real authenticity.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm being real here, guys. I'm like, you just said, well, I like to consider myself a modest person. I'm like, sick.
Yeah, you have to know who you are and know who you are not.
Yeah.
And then be confident in those ways. And even though I go through a lot of self-esteem and self-conscious issues, thinking, I doubt myself all the time. Hey, is this podcast good? Is this good? Is that good? Am I going to make it? What am I going to do in 10 years? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But overall, I'm confident in who I am.
Yeah.
Everyone goes through dips and waves and ebbs and flows and whatever. But if you're confident in who you are, you're organic enough in who you are, anti-scamming, you're in the game. That's good 3 threads.
Yeah,
Put that on the goddamn t-shirt.
This is a little bit of midnight rambling where we're just talking, we're feeling, and I guess the thread I discovered: know who you are, know who you're not. I guess I'm just not that person that looks bigger because I take great photos. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I guess I'm officially now an IG model because I take.
You do take good photos.
You know what I mean? It's like,
you're a good-looking guy.
They won't talk about my looks, bro. They're talking about my muscularity.
But if we talk to them, they would all say you're beautiful. If I went and interview those guys.
You gotta shake what my mama gave me, bro.
I mean, you couldn't have been that small. They recognized you.
I don't know.
Look.
I just don't know.
Look, in the middle of a busy bar in a big city. They wanted a picture with you.
What's that line from that Rihanna song?
Let me work.
That's a good one.
Cake.
No, it's the one, she's in the bar or whatever.
Paul McCartney.
No, it's the one, it's that dance club. It's that, it's the dance one where, basically the line is, everybody's looking at her, but she's looking at...
Pon de replay.
No, okay, I'm done.
So I like reread.
Yeah.
I can do
no,
this.
I forget the...
Come on the DJ,
not most beautiful girl in the world. Anyways, I guess the summary is sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Sometimes you just take good pictures of yourself.
And sometimes I get so confused.
I think that's the forward of my new book.
There you go. What would be the title of your new book?
I don't know, dude, because I haven't done shit. You know what the title is? I haven't done shit.
You know what the title of my book right now would be?
I'll turn it around and put it on the wall.
You know what mine would be? I should have tried. A memoir. Yeah, I probably should have tried. In retrospect, I should have tried. Yeah.
I should have done better.
Would have been a better idea.
Should have done better.
Yeah.
Like you tell a story in each story of your chapters, it should have done better.
Yeah, I fucked that one up, didn't I?
Yeah, that wasn't good.
It's like I feel bad. This isn't revealing too much personal information, but I could be a dick. I could mess around.
Everyone
poor Connor were hanging outside before the Uber. No, I'm not. That's what I mean. I just feel bad for the guy.
He ripped you for an hour.
He's literally doing nothing to me, but he has his.
No, he's doing everything good to you.
No, he's doing everything great. He's listening to everything. I know, and all of a sudden he's wearing his fanny pack. And we're in the middle of the street, and I just like unbuckle it from the top, and it comes crashing down on the ground. And his camera's now fucked up, and I feel terrible.
And he's a cinematographer.
I know.
He's soon to be Hollywood director. What do you think his prized possession is?
I know his camera. I know. He's another tortured artist, and he's reading that fucking Kubrick book, and I'm like, this guy's putting in the time. And I basically came into his house, kicked the door down,
and said, "You suck. You're never going to be a director." You know what you told him by unclipping that?
Fuck, I do feel terrible.
Do you know what you told him by unclipping that? You look smaller in person than Instagram. That's basically what you told him. And that's karma. That's what you told him by unclipping that.
That's karma.
Yeah.
So I deserve it.
No, but that was after. That was hindsight.
Yeah.
The clip happened after you got insulted. By Nick? Zach? Who was it?
This is the universe. I mean, Nick actually, I'm like, Nick, you're massive, so I can take it. The other guy, I'm like, you look like you don't really look.
It depends on what you wear too. Baggy shirts are back in. I got my 90s.
No, him. No,
I know, but I'm saying that's why I look big too. Baggy shirt makes you look big.
I appreciate you trying to help me out, but I'm just going to take this one. Like I said, guys.
Take my lumps.
My memoir coming in 2020. Should have tried.
My philosophical book, You Ain't Shit. Probably 20, 40.
Thoughts on a shitter.
You know what's sad? What? Not that I'm getting old. I joke about getting old. I feel young and amazing. I
actually feel amazing.
I've literally never felt better in my life, physically and mentally, than I do right now. And let me tell you guys, I'm the oldest I've ever been in my life right now.
No.
Oldest.
He stays a PR forever.
Right now, I've actually been the oldest I've ever been in my life right now. And we were talking about World Cup. It's coming to North America. 2026 or 2028. Yeah. And Omar looks at me and says, well, you're going to be 40 during that World Cup. And then I felt a little old. Yeah. Like I didn't feel old before. I'm already planning on...
I fucked that one up.
Yeah, that one hurt my feelings.
Hey, listen, I just pictured cellular regeneration by that period in time.
I literally pictured myself, dude. About 40 pounds heavier, 30 pounds less muscle, sitting in the stands of an Argentina versus Peru game. 24-ounce Budweiser in one hand, hot dog drenched in ketchup in the other hand,
and a disgruntled wife to the...
No, there's no wife. Yeah. Do you see me? Do you see me in this vision? I have no wife, and I have the cul-de-sac haircut, the friar tuck. I'm bald up top with hair on the sides, and it's curly. I have very curly hair when it grows, and I look like Bozo the Clown meets Homer Simpson, and I'm cheering for Argentina as loud as I can in English because I'm a failure and I don't speak Spanish, and that's me in 2028.
Should have tried.
You didn't do shit. You haven't done shit.
You haven't done shit.
And that's my book.
You should have tried.
That was my book.
Yeah.
That's
and when you release the audiobook, you got to put on your MJ voice, which for those that don't know, when Mike's authentic self is quiet Mike, where he's like, yeah. No,
I do. Someone said today that when I was heavier, I had a deeper voice. They said, Mike, when you were 20 pounds heavier, your voice was way deeper. My voice is pretty average, if not high, to begin with.
Yeah, you got to moderate.
Yeah, it's
I'd say moderate and
a little nasally.
High.
That's why it's still high. Yeah, but it's not like look, I can get down here, bruh. Hey, you want me to
That's
get
what
down
makes
here,
it distinct,
bruh.
you know?
Yeah, but I don't need to. I'm fine with my voice.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I've been comfortable with myself since I'm 17.
Yes.
I like my voice. You know the gift I wish I could have?
Singing.
Singing.
Wow.
If I could choose one gift of all gifts, and I have some gifts. I'm blessed. I had great parents, good genetics, great life. But if I could choose one, it's the most raw creation. Imagine the flow you could get in by literally just using your body. You just think to sing. You just think to sing, and you sing. And it comes out like fucking Prince had a baby with Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson at the same time. All that. Just mix it up in a stir pot, melt it down, put it back together, and that's me.
And that's Riri.
What's the Step Brothers? You had a sex, Jesus had sex with Fergie.
Oh, yeah. His voice?
Yeah.
So I can't even look at you right now. That's a beautiful note to end it on.
It is.
Boys and girls, this
Thank
has
you.
been the first edition of something. I like to change it up a little bit. I thought, we just came home from the bars. It's like now 1 o'clock. We had a couple brews, midnight rambling, where it's more raw thoughts, because as they say, alcohol lowers inhibitions, allows you to reveal your inner thoughts. And so I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode of the Mama's Boys podcast. We here to take over. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. Make sure to leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. It helps us out. If you're watching the video on YouTube, give the video a like. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in that next one.